Well, you guys clicked on the video and you know what's gonna happen. Okay, so the first GPU I'm gonna test as the 8 GB card is the RTX 5060 because it's the latest lineup of 50 series cards. So I'm gonna test it out on E-Day, and it's paired up with the i5 12400F and 32 GB of DDR4 memory running at 3200 MHz. Nothing is overclocked, everything is base speeds. It's the 5060 Shadow version of the GPU. So yesterday I tested the game out on the 5080 and it was pretty intense. Okay, it was really hard for the game to run on native settings. So it's only going to be 1080p test on these GPUs, it's 8 GB. So let's see, man. Let's see. This video might give you an idea if this is going to be a long-lasting game, because majority of the player base relies on 8 GB cards. So if it's not going to work properly, then this is not going to last that long, this game. At least a multiplayer player base. That's enough of me blabbering. Let's jump into the game and see how the 5060 performs. Alright, we're gonna test it out first on the boot camp, especially on Ludicrous settings. Yes, I am gonna test out Ludicrous settings. I know it's insane, but I gotta see the performance, man. So I've set everything to Ludicrous on native DLSS, okay? And max FPS unlimited, even though we're not gonna even reach 30 FPS, I'm pretty sure. So everything is Ludicrous except motion blur is turned off, right? And native settings. Hair strands on, man. You're going all the way deep in. So yeah, Ludicrous. Let's see 1080p, the 5060, what you can do. And there it is, 24 FPS. And I think on the 5080 we were barely able to get 60 FPS on these settings, so it makes sense. 20 FPS, man. And this is the boot camp, so it's gonna be even worse inside a mission. We'll be testing out pretty soon. I don't want to change the settings inside here. So first we'll test out the boot camp on Ludicrous settings, and then find a stable preset, and then go from there into the multiplayer. That's gonna make more sense, right? But yeah, look at this, man. Barely 20 FPS. Absolutely insane, maxing out the GPU pretty much. Surprisingly, it's not stuttering terribly, even though the frame time graph is pretty unstable. Average FPS is still 21, so it's not bad. So shooting and everything, it's gonna feel really good. But yeah, 25 FPS native. That's insane. Alright, I'm gonna keep playing it on for Ludicrous. Instead of this, I'm gonna go to performance mode just to see if it's gonna get us that 60 FPS mark. I don't think it's gonna happen. Let's see. The performance mode, we're getting exactly the similar kind of performance that we got on the 5080, but at 4K with performance mode. Wow. And now we are running the same thing on 1080p, getting kind of exactly the same result. That's insane. But even at performance mode, it still looks pretty sharp. That's pretty good. Now performance mode means 240p upscaled, so it doesn't look that bad though. 60 FPS, but that doesn't mean anything. Let's keep it going. I'm gonna just throw the grenade here. It's the frag grenade. Is this a smoke? No. Let me just throw it right here just to test the performance. So grenade throw or any of that stuff doesn't actually affect the performance that much. And you can see now we're using barely 7 GB of VRAM and getting a pretty stable frame rate. So yeah, upscale from freaking 360p. It's actually not that bad. It's running pretty well. And again, this is the boot camp. It's gonna change if you are in an actual mission. Alright, so that's performance mode. Still not terrible. I'm gonna keep it to the same thing and then maybe use ultra performance. Ultra performance, now we can finally get 60 FPS. That is insane. Keep it going. So yeah, if you want to play the game on Ludicrous mode with the 5060, this might be it, man. 62 FPS at ultra performance, which is actually upscale from 240p. Yeah, and this is a 12400 i5, so it's like a mid-range, more realistic PC build. Most people would be rocking something like this with the 5060, so this is what you can expect, right? And the frame time graph is pretty smooth, so that's enough for the boot camp. So now let's move on jump into a game and see how it's gonna be. Wow, it took a little while for the textures to load in, in ultra performance mode. So you can see it's totally different to the boot camp because we are barely getting 52 FPS inside here. I mean, it's gonna be even worse outside in the open. What the hell is this? This is a different map. I don't think it's a different map, it's just a different spawn point. Because I don't think there's a different map in the beta. It's only one map. And look at that, man. On Ludicrous, even on ultra performance, can barely get 45 to 50 FPS. So yeah, it's really rough, guys. Ludicrous is not the way to go. And again, it's pretty stupid to run Ludicrous settings on an 8 GB card, like you guys probably can see. And look at the stuttering, it is insane now. Totally different experience from the boot camp. I'm not reloading instead of using melee button. Shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. There it is. Oh, what the hell? This frog is here again? Gotta be careful with that thing. I'm gonna throw the grenade. Is it smoke or freaking... Ah, come on. Yeah, everybody has a smoke grenade, not even frag. But you guys can see, man, it's pretty miserable. Especially with the smoke, it's even going down into the 20s. Absolutely terrible. Gotta kill the frog. Oh, oh my goodness. Almost got killed right there. Who is shooting me? Okay, the frog is dead. So yeah, 25 FPS. See, this is really hard to change the settings while you're in a game. I heard something coming at me, so I had to... I just panicked. Let me hide here real quick. So definitely terrible on these settings, man. Oh boy, this is gonna be a really long video, at least 30 minutes. I'm trying to keep it small, but I don't think so. So I'm gonna go to high settings. I think that's gonna be the sweet spot on 8 GB cards. Come on, man, don't kill me right here. So I'm gonna go to native high settings and turn off motion blur. Alright. And on high settings, you can barely get 40 FPS. Okay. I think we need to protect this car right here. So 40 FPS barely on high settings. Damn. And look at the i5. We are like maxing out the CPU right there. 98%. Are you kidding me? Let me switch to the shotgun. Gotta be careful. Was he aiming at me? I think he was. I gotta go. Somebody died, unfortunately. I'm gonna throw a grenade right here. Can't see him, bruh. 51. Okay. That was lame. Alright, let me reload real quick. And I messed it up. So yeah, barely getting 50 FPS. But man, look at the CPU usage. It says 96%. So if you go down on the presets, it means like it's gonna be really intensive. Incinerator. Hell is this? So yeah, 54 FPS, man. That's really rough. What about medium settings? It's pretty rough on these 8 GB cards, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go to medium. I think I'm gonna die here. I'm gonna sacrifice myself for the benchmark. I don't care. Again, this is a problem. You gotta restart the game to actually make it, you know, use the settings properly. I think like it will pick it up. So now we're getting 60 FPS here. Kind of. It's still loading the textures. So meanwhile, inside the mission, I don't think it's a good idea to change the settings, you know, just like that. It's gonna take a while to... Ooh, it's a cool gun. Oh my gosh. Got shot from somewhere, I don't know from where. That's a cool gun, I'm not gonna lie. Only got 3 more ammo. Woo. Man, I wish there's more ammo to this thing. I'm gonna change it to natural again. But yeah, you can barely get 60 FPS on medium, so medium is the way to go on an 8 GB 5060, I guess. Native settings though. Again, it's all gonna change once we get framed in and all of that stuff enabled, but that's where we're gonna be. We enable a little bit of upscaling, maybe quality mode. Should make it better. I'm gonna go unlimited, medium. Okay, now that gets us to 67 FPS, much better. Alright, but look at the CPU, it's still at 95%. That's actually crazy. Supply cache. Where's everybody at? Those guys are already on the way over there. No frag grenade, are you kidding me? But yeah, as you can see, man, almost 70 FPS. So medium is the way to go if you want to play this game on the 5060. At least for now. Again, I don't think they're gonna change anything significant once the game actually releases in October. But from the looks of it, this is gonna be the way to go, man. Medium DLSS quality seems to be the sweet spot on the 5060. Man, it's gonna be really rough on the 2080 and the 4060 too. So 69 FPS here. How many shots do you need to kill this thing? Hi. 70 FPS, not bad. Oh wow. It's a lot of big dudes. Is he a boss? That guy died. I'm gonna go save him. Come on, bro. Got you. Like I said, man, this game is a lot of fun. Ooh, he almost got me there. But yeah, seems to be the way to go, man. Medium DLSS quality should be good to go. The big dude is dead. Alright, so before we quit the 5060, let me just try one more setting. It's gonna be high settings again. I don't know, I'm just testing this thing out because high settings is not gonna be good. Just testing it just to, just to see how it's gonna be, alright? And again, on DLSS quality mode, can actually get to 60 FPS. Just let it load all the textures, but it's barely getting 60 FPS, so it's not a good idea. Still using 83% of the CPU. That's insane CPU usage for no reason. I'm cooked. Why am I inside of this thing? Oh hell nah, bro. There's two of these? Yeah, I'm dead, bro. I'm dead. Holy shit. So high settings, man, it's not worth it. Just stick to medium. That should be the way to go, unfortunately, on this thing. Woo! What the heck? You can leap like that? That's actually pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Not even paying attention to the other one. Just shooting this one. Ooh, that was close. God damn! Okay, one of them died. One more of these things. Ah, oh, come on, dude. But yeah, you guys get the idea. Really fun. That's it, that's the 5060. Now let's move on to the 4060. Alright, now I am back with the 4060 with the GPU swap and all the reinstallation of the drivers using DDU and all of that. You can see the 4060, the ASUS DUAL version of the GPU. And again, staying paired with the 12400F, 32 GB DDR4 memory. And I don't have to repeat that. You can see nothing is overclocked, same thing. One thing I gotta say, it took like 35 minutes or something for the shader combination. It was around 15 to 20 minutes on the 5060. It jumped up to 35 minutes for the shader combination on the 4060. Damn. I wonder how long it's gonna be on the 2080. Might be an hour, I don't know. Yeah, let's jump in and see how it's gonna be. Alright, back into the boot camp. I don't want to test the Ludicrous settings off inside a game because it's gonna be hard to swap the settings and can't even crash the game. So it's better to use it here. And again, I'm going to use native settings, 1080p. Okay, native DLAA, Ludicrous, and motion blur is turned off, and that's it. Same thing. Let's see. 20 FPS. So we lost about 5 FPS comparing to the 5060. We were getting 26 something FPS. Here it's 17 to 18. This is really intensive. So on 8 GB cards, Ludicrous is just forget Ludicrous forever. Not going to be able to play this game with the Ludicrous settings at all. But again, that's expected. See, over here is going to drop into the 15, 16. So in the actual game, online game, it's going to be even worse. Expect anything from, I don't know, maybe 10 to 15 FPS max. That's all you can actually get on these settings, I believe. And yeah, pretty terrible. 18, even the aiming down sights is really sluggish. Yeah, man, this is terrible. Yeah, not worth it at all. So even on performance mode, I don't think it's gonna be that great. Let me see. Let me just go straight to ultra performance. I don't think it's gonna be playable on performance. Yeah, on ultra performance you can get 64. Meanwhile, we got almost 75 something FPS on the 5060. We're getting 65 on the 4060 is crazy. Let's keep it going. Yeah, on these settings is actually pretty playable, you know. And it's even dropping down into the 60s, I mean into the 50s on these settings. And you can see the CPU usage has gone up to 51% over here. So what am I doing? I'm pressing Y instead of X. You guys get the idea. I'm barely getting 60 FPS on Ludicrous with ultra performance. So it's upscaled from 240p, and you know it's still dropping down into the 50s. So it gives you guys a clear idea, right? So that should be enough. Now let's move on to high settings in the actual online game. I'm back to native and high settings. Okay, turn off motion blur, and we're set to go. Let me see. 66 FPS. Okay. It's gonna drop down pretty soon. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, it's the same spawn location, I guess. So you can get 50 FPS on high settings. Actually 65. Oh no, never mind. It's gonna drop into the 60, 58. Let me see if it's locked to 60 here. Unlimited FPS. Okay. Yeah, 52 to 60 FPS, kind of. 48 is dropping into the 50s, 40s. I mean, it's all over the place, you know. Oh shit! Where's my teammates? They're already dead. There's one guy, most dope, Manny. Okay. Is just this frog? What's going on? Why are they just standing still? Something bugged? The frog is still shooting me. Where are my teammates at? What are they doing? 60 FPS, man. So high settings is actually not bad here. Ah, come on. Where's my teammates at? Yo, help. Somebody's coming to get me, I guess. They're gonna get me or I'm gonna die here. Oh, wow. Nice. I got killed by an NPC. Are you kidding me? And there it is. Freaking killed me right there. Excellent. That's the first time I'm dying. Also, there's a respawn system too. Okay. I didn't know that. That's good enough for high settings. So it's like performing similarly compared to the 4060. I mean the 5060 as well. So I think quality mode should give us better performance. So on a 4060, yeah. 70 FPS, pretty much similar kind of performance compared to a 5060. But again, on the 5060, I was switching back and forth from medium and high. I think we were like limited by the VRAM buffer. I had to restart the game properly to actually get a solid, you know, performance out of it. So I think I messed up on it, but it's what it is, man. It's gonna be pretty much a similar case. So high settings or medium, both are gonna be actually fine, I believe. So 65 FPS on high settings is actually not that bad. And look at the CPU usage. That's the worst part. It's at 94%, similar like the 5060. So on 8 GB cards, I think high or medium is the way to go. I'd say high in DLSS quality mode, because that seems to be the best way to play it. Bomb diffusal. Okay. Let's go over here. So yeah, guys, like it looks pretty solid at 74 FPS on high settings. Actually pretty nice on a 4060 because this is the most popular GPU according to the Steam survey, I guess. Or has it changed? I don't know. Last time I checked, it was a 4060. Still really popular. So yeah, on a 4060, this is actually playable, guys. Wasn't expecting this at all. What the hell am I doing? What is this guy doing? Jumping back and forth like that? What are you doing, bro? Oh, I think there's like a modifier that's... No. He's dead. Okay, so pretty good on high settings. Alright, so should be good. Now let me just try medium and that should be it. I don't think it's worth going to the low settings. I'm gonna keep it in native again and I'm gonna go to medium. And again, switch it like this is not the best idea. You gotta go back to the main menu or restart it to actually make it work properly or as intended. But I think it's gonna be alright, you know. Getting 60 FPS here. Now we're losing FPS compared to high. That's what I said, man. You're switching back and forth between the settings. Uh-oh. Somebody's down over there. I'm gonna go get him. Chronic. Come on, dude. I'm gonna die here. I might. There's a minigun behind you, bro. Look at him. That's armor. That's crazy. But yeah, you can actually get to 60 plus FPS over here, which is pretty good. Okay. Pretty good. So medium or high, just like I said. If you're going high, use quality mode for the best performance. And for medium, even native is actually fine. On horde mode at least. If you're playing on versus mode, it's gonna be different, but horde mode is actually fine. Need to get that gun from him. And he's dead. Alright, so medium. If you use quality mode on medium, should be way better too, so let me just see. Alright, quality mode takes you to 84. Okay, so there it is. Still the same scenario. So on the 5060 and the 4060, using medium or high, doesn't matter which one you use, because the gameplay experience is pretty stutter free from what I can see so far. Pretty good thing. So using 6 GB of VRAM right here. And again, look at the CPU. CPU is at 92%. That's actually insane. Again, it's a mid-range CPU, still is holding up really well. The 9000X series with a 5080, it was not this high, even at 1080p. So it scales better on an AMD AM5 platform, I believe. Might be wrong here, because it's really intensive on these Intel CPUs by the looks of it. I have no idea, man. Let me know what you guys think about it. If you guys have an AM4 platform, and if the CPU usage is really high on it, just let me know. Or is just on the Intel CPUs, I have no idea. Let me go and try save that guy over there, Chronic, if I can. Why is he all the way over there though? Gotcha. Let's go. So yeah, 70 FPS on medium. This is pretty solid. Like I said, man, medium. It's the best way to go. So let's get the picture. So I think that's good enough for the 4060. Now let's move on to the 2080, which is what I'm most worried about. So I know there's a lot of people still with the 20 series GPUs, So if it's gonna work at least similar like this on the 2080, then that means it's gonna be really playable on 8 GB GPUs. So far it's been alright, as long as you're not playing it on Ludicrous mode. Yeah, solid so far. So let me just move on to the 2080 next. Be right back after swapping the GPUs and probably 1 hour of shader compilation. It's insane. Alright, so we are finally back with the 2080. It's a Zotac single blower version of the GPU. So you see high temps on this thing, that's why. And you can see it's still the same settings and everything. It took about another 35 to 40 minutes to finish compiling the shaders. So basically, I've been sitting on this stair for the whole entire evening. From like 6 p.m. to right now it's like 10 p.m. trying to record this video. Yeah, this is the last one. So let's see, man, the 2080. See if the 20 series cards have any chance in this game. Let's jump into it. Alright, back in the boot camp with Ludicrous settings and native DLSS, just DLAA and no motion blur, and everything else is maxed out. Let's see, man. That's what the 2080 got. Wow, 16 FPS, 17 FPS, pretty much similar to what the 4060 got, if I'm being honest. Man, this is terrible. Look at the frame time graph. It's way smoother than the 4060 and the 5060, that's for sure. But yeah, it's nowhere near playable. 13, 14, yeah, it's still worse than the 4060. How do I... The heck? Am I trapped in here? The heck? I gotta go around, okay. That's the first time that's happening, but yeah. Yeah, man, this is terrible. Pretty terrible. Almost hitting that 77 degrees Celsius. It's a single blow card. And it's really hot outside too, so that's another thing. So I'm just gonna straight up go ahead and use ultra performance because looking pretty terrible over here. And look at that, man. Ultra performance will only get you 36 FPS compared to almost 50 to 60 FPS on the 4060 and 70 FPS on the 5060. So that tells you how much the upscaling technology has scaled in the newer version of the Nvidia GPUs. Like, you're gonna barely get 40 FPS here, man. That's pretty terrible. This is the first generation of RTX GPUs, the second best in the lineup after the 2080 Ti, and yeah, barely getting 50 FPS on ultra performance, upscaled from 240p, unfortunately. Pretty terrible, isn't it? So that's what you can expect from a 2080 on Ludicrous settings, unfortunately. So yeah, pretty terrible, man. And since we don't have any frames or anything, this is gonna be the best you can get on 1080p with the Ludicrous settings. Unfortunate. I think you guys get the idea. There's no point in playing it on Ludicrous settings. So let's move on to an online game and test out high and medium. Medium should still be enough for a playable experience. Let's see. Alright, so we are in the same settings. Now ultra performance on Ludicrous. Getting 43 FPS in here. So Ludicrous is pretty much basically all the Lumen and Nanite and all of that extra fancy stuff enabled, pretty much, from what I can see here. Which absolutely doesn't increase any visual fidelity. It still looks good on ultra or high or medium. You don't actually notice anything better, to be honest. And look at this, man, 30 FPS, that's all you can get in an online game. That's actually crazy. So on a 2080, man, forget Ludicrous settings. I mean, on any 8 GB card, Ludicrous settings is just not worth it. And wow, that was a big stutter right there. Wow. One of the worst I've seen. 27 is dropping into the 20s now. You're getting these big ass dudes already. You just started the game, dude. Yeah, it's like really hard to aim too, so it's ridiculous. And there it is, 29, 30 FPS. Pretty bad, guys. Still fun though, not gonna lie. Somebody's already dead? No way. Okay, he got him. How am I dying so fast? This is actually getting really hard. Not gonna lie. So this is like a good, point to change the settings. I'm gonna go straight to high settings. And again, it's gonna take a little while to do the thing. I'm gonna put it to unlimited and DLSS native. Let's see that. Might take a little bit to, actually process the thing. And bro, this is getting really hard. Isn't this the rookie difficulty? Why is it so hard? So 41 FPS. I think it's actually settled in. And man, 2 guys are already down. I think it's because like 2 of our team members are level 8. Maybe that's why. Probably the reason why it's like really hard over here. 34 FPS. Not good enough. Maybe boom shot. Okay. Something I need here. I should stick with those guys, man. I'm gonna die over and over. But yeah, native high settings only getting 40 FPS. Like I said, it doesn't look any different from Ludicrous. Ooh, I like this kind. This is insanely heavy. Come on, dude, stop right there. Yeah, there it is. Ooh, I like that. But yeah, combat scenarios, they're like pretty smooth. I'm only using about 7 GB of VRAM here. So if I go to quality mode, it should be much better. You see that? You go quality mode on high. Takes you to 60 FPS and it's locked to 60, I don't know. And it's unlimited, okay? 60 FPS is all you can get, alright. I mean, it's really stuttery though. Holy, what the hell is this? Okay, that's new. I've never seen that thingy before. Man, this game mode is actually really fun. If you have like a few friends to play this with, it's gonna be really... Oh shit. Okay, I gotta hide. That's a really big ball right there. Let me reload. What happened to the perfect reload? I don't know how that thing. Oh shit! I didn't even see him. I might be dead here. Enhanced equipment. I gotta kill this dude. You can execute the big guy too? That's crazy. I didn't even know that. Okay, focus on the big dude. Still getting around that 50 FPS mark, which is pretty good. I need a better gun, man. One of those big hitters. Hey, where are you going, dude? Come here, come back. There it is. Oh no! I got you, bro. Alright, I think the big guy is dead, the big spider. Oh shit, it's not dead. My bad. Holy shit. Oh, it's a modifier, that's why there's no perfect reload. That makes sense. Yeah, this is actually really cool, man. I like big boss fights like this. Actually epic. Like this. No ammo is crazy. Does it even do anything though? They're still having like a solid 49 FPS average. That's what I said. You have like a medium or high settings locked in. I think it's better to go for medium settings on this 20 series GPUs. Because right now it's really holding up on that 40 FPS mark. I think he's dead. Is he not? Yeah, this actually looks insane. So let me just go ahead and get it down to medium and should be fine. I'm gonna go to medium. I'm gonna keep it to DLSS quality. I'm not gonna go native. I'm gonna turn off motion blur again and give it a bit to actually render the stuff. And that takes you to 60 FPS pretty much, 63. Still loading the stuff. What are you supposed to do here though? 55, 56. So medium DLSS quality mode, it looks fine. Still not enough for us to get to 60 FPS. And again, look at the GPU, I mean the CPU usage right there. It's like 100% used. That's actually insane. If you're on like a laptop CPU or something, man, it's gonna be really hard for you. Because laptops will get really hot really fast. So if you're playing this on a laptop GPU, man, you guys, I don't know, might be really hard for you guys. You won't be able to have a long gameplay session because, you know, if it heats up too much, you're gonna have a lot of stutters. On a PC like this, it's actually not that bad. But yeah, on 1080p, this is actually really intense. Still not getting a solid 60 FPS experience, even on medium setting. That's actually crazy. Might need to go to low settings, man. It's unfortunate, but let me try low settings. Yeah, shoot me like that. Okay, I might have to wait a little bit for it to process it. And low settings. Oh shit. I think like we are like pretty much CPU bottlenecked at this point. Let's look at the GPU. The GPU is not even 100% utilized. How many shots does this take? Oh, he's dead. No ammo. I gotta find ammo. Yeah, man, like on a mid-range CPU, on lower settings, it's mostly CPU intensive compared to having it on high or like Ludicrous or Ultra. I think it's better to stick to high settings and then use quality mode to get the best out of the 2080 or any 20 series GPU. And again, depends on your CPU. If you have like a AM5 CPU, won't be bottlenecked as much, I believe. But yeah, see, even on low settings, it doesn't look that bad, to be honest. What's this guy trying to do? So yeah, I think you guys get the idea. It's not bad, but it could be better. We're gonna have to try out some DLSS enabler mods when the full game comes out, and then test out some MFG and stuff. But for the beta, this is what it is, man. It's really CPU intensive. So that's how it's gonna be. It's actually really strong. Holy shit. I find another big boy, he's going down. Yeah, on low settings is pretty stable at 60 FPS, so it's still playable. The only thing is the CPU usage. It's really bonkers. 100% used at 1080p is actually crazy. But let me just kill these two guys and I'll be done. Never mind, they just wiped them. So yeah, guys, that's it. That's Gears of War E-Day, the beta, the early access performance on the 8 GB GPUs on the 5060, 4060, and 2080. It's not bad. It's still playable. So I'm gonna recommend high settings and DLSS quality on the 5060, medium settings DLSS quality on the 4060, and then medium to low settings and DLSS quality on the 2080 or any 20 series cards. I do have the 3060 Ti as well, but we'll test that out later. For this video, it's gonna be it. It's gonna be a long video. So there it is, man. I hope you guys find this video helpful. If you did, leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more benchmarks. We'll be doing more Gears of War and other tests on the channel soon. How am I missing all the shots? This is crazy. Yeah, get fucked. That's it, man. It's Gears of War. Actually running better than I expected. So, yeah. I hope you guys had a great time wherever you are. Catch you guys in the next one. Just take it easy and peace out. So let me just go ahead and finish this mission. I have way too much fun in this game.